Hello, this is Retro Workshop, and here is my third video in my underrated series. This time we are looking at easily one of the most undersold and underrated home consoles of all time, the Nintendo GameCube. The GameCube had a short life of 6 years, from 2001 to 2007, ending 1 year after the release of the Nintendo Wii, which had backward compatibility with the GameCube. Granted, making it obsolete, however, it still sold horribly between 2001 and 2006 relative to its hardware power, library and exclusives. In total, officially, the GameCube sold just 21 million units, making it one of the largest commercial failures in history in terms of sales, especially for such a modern, powerful machine with a diverse library and great co-op ability. After all, the Nintendo GameCube is a 128-bit system released just 1 year after the PlayStation 2 and the same year as the original Xbox. The GameCube did not sell well because of poor marketing and the PS2, which was outselling everything else by a lot. By 2004, the PS2 had sold 100 million units and is currently the best-selling home console of all time for both home and handheld, having sold 155 million units during its long 13-year life cycle. The GameCube is just as good as the PS2, for the most part. In fact, it could be argued that due to Nintendo's style, the GameCube had better graphics than the PS2, at least for many games, and the GameCube is actually slightly more powerful than the PS2 in some areas. Though typically the GameCube controller is worse, it's often just as good and many argue superior for certain games. Of course, it had fewer games, but saw many ports, exclusives and original titles, such as Resident Evil 4, which was first released on the GameCube. However, I do think the GameCube may be the second most underrated and undersold home console of all time, behind only the Wii U in terms of its sales relative to its hardware and library. The GameCube has a small but powerful library with nearly 90 exclusive games, many of which are great and all groundbreaking, such as The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, Mario Party 4-7, Eternal Darkness, Bomberman Generation, GT Cube, Paper Mario, Star Fox Adventures, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Bros. Melee, and more. And some of the best-selling games out of the 650 game library for the console are as follows. Note, I won't be including any of the exclusives I just mentioned. Mario Kart Double Dash, Luigi's Mansion, Metroid Prime, Pokemon Colosseum, Sonic Mega Collection, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Soul Calibur 2, Resident Evil 0, and Star Fox Assault. Then we have some of the top games for the GameCube which have not yet been stated, which will include ports. Some ports will be better than the originals, some worse, original games and exclusives. Need for Speed Underground, Hunter the Reckoning, Donkey Konga, Warrior World, Capcom vs SNK 2, Phantasy Star Online 3, Lost Kingdoms 2, Lego Star Wars 2, The Sims, Aggressive Inline, Vex, NBA Street V3, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Medal of Honor Frontline, Mario Golf, Mr. Driller, Rayman 3, Resident Evil 0, Need for Speed Underground 2, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, 1080 Avalanche, Phantasy Star Online, Hitman 2, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Wave Race Blue Storm, Time Splitters Future Perfect, Animal Crossing Crazy Taxi, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Harvest Moon, Fire Emblem, Sonic Adventure 2, Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, Beautiful Joe, Metroid Prime 2, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Tomb Raider Legend, Beyond Good and Evil SSX 3, Prince of Persia Sands of Time, Time Splitters 2, SSX Tricky, and many more. If you're a really big Nintendo fan, then I'd say the GameCube is actually better than the Xbox and PS2. Either way, the GameCube deserves to share the spotlight. It should have definitely sold at least 30 million units. Of course, sales never do fully reflect the power or greatness of any given system, since many are either undersold or greatly oversold, but they do reflect the popularity and game sales and playability. I only got minimal chance myself growing up to play the GameCube, but this year I plan on playing a lot of the GameCube because I now realise its power and great diversity. In any case, it's undeniable that the GameCube was grossly undersold, and due to its current cost and unpopular library, it's quite overlooked and its games are deeply underplayed. Well, that is all for this video. I have been Retro Workshop, and you have been watching my third most underrated home console video. Thank you.